Get your Nardwuar on. Let's see.
Case in point, let's open up with Nardwuar. Why has Nardwuar not done his due diligence on yourself?
No.
Come on.
That's not. No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Don't lie to yourself.
There's no fucking way.
Yes, there is.
Like you asked me, you're like, what are you here to promote? I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm just here. I'm just a public servant.
A man of the people.
But do you know that I had met Nardwuar? Like,
you had... No, tell me the story. How'd you meet Nardwuar?
do you know that I met Nardwuar a long time ago?
I think I saw on... He used to write a blog. No, you don't know what I'm talking about? For UBC?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, he has a radio show.
Started.
Still has a radio show.
And you started there as well.
Yes.
That's where you guys met?
No.
Okay, I'm way off.
No, you're not way off. But
Okay.
it's like...
It was through radio, right?
It was
I don't know.
it was at CITR. It was at CITR, but it wasn't when I started doing rap radio with Jay Swing.
Okay, I made a bunch of assumptions. Yeah.
It was when I did work experience in grade 10.
Oh my God.
And I don't know if you know. I don't know if people do work experience anymore. Did you do work experience?
Yeah, I did. But
Are you
I'm
from
like,
Vancouver?
I'm like 16. No, I'm from Hornby Island. I don't know if you know that.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There's
Of course. What?
Yeah, there's a nudist colony on Hornby, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm surprised I have clothes on right now. Yeah.
See? It's true.
There is a nudist, not colony. There's a string of beaches that are nudist.
And people grow up as nudists.
Yeah, bro. I grew up naked on those beaches. I've never said that on here.
Right?
Yeah, but yeah.
Like there's a bunch of people like you grow up. It's just natural. You're just nude.
Bro, it's super weird. You
What's wrong? Nothing wrong with that.
because people that I know that I grew up with, they listen to this podcast and they're probably like, "What the hell are you talking about?" So it's super weird. There's like an age when you're like 3 and you're 4. It's like it's okay to like have your little thing out, but. And then it gets to a point where you're like 8, 9, 10, 11, and you're still walking around there naked, and then you're kind of like looking at each other like, oh, she's starting to grow a pair. Like, Cindy's kind of cute. And then as soon as that point hits, as soon as someone makes that comment, everyone just got off the beach. And so that was it. And I've been wearing clothes ever since.
All right.
Yeah.
No, but going back, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Nardwuar. Work experience.
Yeah.
In grade 10, you get like, where do you want to go and work for a week?
Yeah.
So I wanted to go to the radio station, so I actually tried to get a hold of Zed 95.3.
Sweet.
And they didn't return my phone calls because that's all there was, I guess. So I contacted CITR and I was like, can I come and do work experience like for a week there? And they're like, I guess. So I went there and the guy, I remember getting there, the guy's like, why did you want to come here? I'm like, because I want to go to the radio station. And I met Nardwuar there in the hallway.
Did he have his thing on or what?
No, I was introduced to him as John. His name is John. I was like, this is John.
Wow,
this is Phil from
right.
Moscrop.
You went to Moscrop?
He's here for the
yeah.
week. I went to Moscrop. So I met him back then, and like throughout the years, I just have known him. And actually, Jay Swings helped him with some info for some of the acts.
Of course.
And I was in the room when he interviewed Pharrell.
No way.
So that was crazy to see.
That was one of the interviews that broke him open.
That's what changed everything.
And then he got Jay-Z backstage and all this stuff. That was crazy. That's one of my favorite interviews of all time when he's just sitting there like Pharrell's just like, he's got the records in his hands. He's like, I got people that you need to meet.
He can't believe it. Yeah.
And you're like, I've never experienced this in my entire life. And I was like, oh man, that is so cool.
Yeah.
He's a staple. We were talking just before the podcast about staples of Vancouver and how we've been lucky to get some of them. Martini, yourself. Nardwuar's a
a legend. He's a fucking legend. I've maybe watched every single one of his interviews, going back to like,
who was some of the first ones? Snoop Dogg was one of the first ones too.
Those are the first rapping ones.
Yeah.
Nas too. Nas didn't like him. Busta Rhymes didn't like him.
Yeah.
Anyway, but then after that Pharrell interview, I interviewed Pharrell for Jay Swing and I's radio show over the phone for NERD whatever. And I brought up Nardwuar, and Pharrell did an impersonation of Nardwuar, and I sent that to Nardwuar, and Nardwuar put that on YouTube.
Hell yes.
So it's kind of cool.
Of course he did. That's amazing.
You can find that. Just like Flipout, Nardwuar.
Try to find that, Bree. See if we can get that
amazing.
Get that popping.
He does a spot on impersonation. Anyway.
Nardwuar's amazing. I see. People be like, Josh, you want to be Vancouver? And they talk to Kev, and like, you want to be Vancouver? Like, Narwhal is like, that is the pinnacle. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't think I can do that. Like, how do you interview Narwhal? Like, I can't. I'm not up. I'm gonna need a year. We'll do it 2020. Give me a year. We'll have everyone here in the behind the scenes just going digging up stuff. I'll have 3 crates. Like, you can't. I can't just come and have a conversation, because that's our whole model. Is like, come hang out. You know? And I don't know if he could come hang out. I don't know. Yeah,
he's crazy.
Does he have a day job? Radio.
I'm not sure. He has he has the radio show. I think he has a record label that his band is on. The Evaporators.
The Evaporators, of course, yeah.
And
they play shows, because I've heard him promote it.
Legend.
Yeah, super cool. So you interviewed Pharrell. You also interviewed potential president 2020, Mr. Kanye West.
I did. Yeah, that was in 2008.
Yeah,
it was
in 2008.
It was the Touch the Sky tour. It was the one that A-Track was DJing for him.
Yeah,
so A-Track's a friend of ours from before, so he hooked it up.
No way.
Him and my friend, a buddy Sean Lala, who I was just talking to on text message actually about records, but they hooked up the interview. It was the last date of the tour.
Sweet. And
we did it in the Canucks room.
Super cash, sitting on tables or whatever. Super, super cash.
And
he
was wearing a Christmas sweater, and talked to him, and we talked about Adam Sandler movies. He was just fucking around most of it, but we actually got a dope interview, enough out of him to do like a 2-hour segment.
Oh, no way.
For our radio show Straight Goods,
Sweet.
which we have.
Yeah.
Which is up on my Mixcloud.
Which you have on iTunes podcast essentially.
As well, yeah.
That's where I found it originally. There's actually a quote that I need you to tell me about. Bree, what's that one we had queued up? Yeah, play it real quick. We'll get the audio in here. What is this from? This one right here. Oh, you got it? Oh, what is this?
God.
So I know the song, but can you tell me what this is actually from? Go ahead, play it. So you knew the line, obviously. Anyways,
that's from Waterboy.
Right. Oh, okay. So that's what it's from. See, I just knew it from the song.
There's A-Track. That's A-Track.
Yeah. Questionable camera work.
That's Sean Lala's actually doing the camera work.
Oh, shout out Sean. My bad.
Yeah, I want to hear about beats.
He's questioning you. That's hilarious. So, okay, so how was interviewing Kanye West?
Him and A-Track were on this fucking Adam Sandler tip. They were just fucking around, like saying these quotes from Waterboy. And you know what? That's why Kanye said, Bobby Boucher, I'm about to wow the fuck out. He was the first one to make a Waterboy reference. So,
yeah.
What's his face? Bryson
Tiller
on Wild Thoughts.
Yeah.
You got that from Kanye. Like, no one was quoting Adam Sandler. Here's the levels of it. They kept doing that, and I'm like, okay, they're fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
But then Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are my 2 favorite movies.
Right.
Basically,
yeah,
like of that genre.
Yeah.
So I knew. So I'm like, okay, I wasn't that up on Waterboy or Wedding Singer.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, and I interjected their fuckery.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you're actually the first guy to ever quote an Adam Sandler movie. And he's like, oh yeah, which one? And he didn't remember. And I'm like, from Jesus Walks. He said, oh yeah, Jesus Walks.
Yeah.
We eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Huh?
So that's
y'all eat pieces of shit? What's the basis? Yeah, sorry.
So that's the scene where the guy comes up to Adam Sandler's character, to Billy Madison. And he's like, whatever, you're a piece of shit. He's like, and he whispers in your ear, he's like, you know what? I eat pieces of shit for breakfast. Pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Yeah.
Then he walks away, and Billy Madison's like, you eat pieces of shit? And then he's like, no, yeah, no. And he storms out. So that was the quote. That's it.
That's it.
That's as deep. So deep.
Yeah, no, I love it. I
It's
love
an
it.
affinity for Adam Sandler. Only those two movies, though.
No, for real. And you know who else is doing that actually is or not Adam Sandler. He did Wale album about nothing.
Seinfeld. Yeah.
That was cool. I love that whole tip, whole thing, and how he's orchestrated that. I'm a big Wale fan. Big Wale fan. So let's go back. So
hold on. I just want to add a little thing on that one.
On Wale?
So no, not on Wale. On Kanye. On that quote. And when he was like, I was like, "You're the first one to quote Adam Sandler." He's like, "Oh yeah, which one?" And he didn't remember at first because he didn't write Jesus Walks.
Oh shit.
Rhymefest wrote most of Jesus Walks. So
and that plays into today with Kanye and Drake and the ghostwriting shit. Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he didn't.
And then I don't know if you guys saw Rhymefest and Kim Kardashian were going at each other on Twitter last year.
Yeah.
And Rhymefest was on tour with Jazzy Jeff, and they would do this freestyle thing, and he would be freestyling, and then he would go into Jesus Walks because it's his rhyme.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Somebody tell these who the fuck Rhymefest is."
Yeah.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and he does the rap because it's his. Damn. And that was like to show people,
what it really was.
Anyway,
that's crazy. So was Kanye just as crazy back in the day as he is now?
He was a super nice guy.
Yeah.
He was cool. I don't know him super duper personally.
No, I mean, an interview is an interview. Still, you get to feel his energy for what he's about, right?
He was super cool, super dope.
Chill,
super fun.
Relaxed.
He was a little bit drunk, which was hilarious.
Fine, perfect.
He did a drop for our radio show. Do you know Near Aurora on our radio show? She's the morning person on Virgin.
Okay.
So we were like, "Yo, can you do a drop, whatever?" And it's Near Aurora with the Biz, and he's like, "I should just give you this clip. I have the clip." And he's like, "Now it's time for the Biz." And I was once near Aurora, Illinois. Illinois. I was once near Aurora, Illinois. It was really funny.
Famous.
Guys are not going to laugh at that?
See the whole
studio audience?
Cue the...
Yeah. Anyway, so he was funny.
Good stuff. So what... How did you get into the interviewing side? So I'm gonna give. So the way we do this is we'll have the podcast and I'll go back and I'll do an intro to actually do you a little bit of justice rather than a shitty one at the start. Right? We made that mistake early on, and so to give a little bit of context is like you start rapping and hip hop and b-boying and DJing, and there's like so many dimensions, and into hosting and into the events, and then now into Redbull and into the acting. Like there's a million fucking things that you do. What was the start? What was the one thing that went you? Because listen, oh my God, I'm gonna get blasted for this one, but listen, you're a white guy, I'm a white guy, right?
What?
Right? And so for me, like I've loved hip hop since the core, like since like so I stole my sister's Dr. Dre tape when I was at the Corona 2001 when I was like very young.
Was your sister black?
No, my sister was white, and she got in hella shit for it, and that just set me on this trajectory. And then I got made fun of my whole life for liking hip hop. Oh, for sure, until it became the mainstream. Listen, I'm not from Vancouver. I'm from the boonies. Like we live. It's like lifted 4x4s and beer and dogs and shit. And I just kind of went a different direction or whatever. Was there? I don't know what Vancouver was like in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but was there kind of like a stigma around hip hop at all or not?
You asked like a million questions.
I know.
In that one thing. Let's see.
Unpack it. So first, what got you into it was the one thing, and then was there a stigma around that one thing?
What got me into everything was rapping.
Yeah,
rap music
for real,
or like b-boying. B-boying when b-boying was like really really popular, in like in the mid '80s.
Yeah,
and I didn't even know what hip hop was. I just saw the breakdancing on TV.
Yeah,
I did that, and then. I kind of knew a couple rap songs. And then a couple years later, I saw then it was rapping.
Yeah.
And it was through the craziest thing. It was through the show 2020. They had a show on apartheid.
Okay.
And it featured artists for apartheid, and one of them was a group called Stetsasonic. That's a hip hop group, and they had a song called Africa.
Yeah.
It was like Africa, Angola, Zimbabwe, da da da.
Yeah.
About the motherland. And I was watching with my dad. It was like a Friday night. I'm like
Crazy.
I'm like 13. So I went up to my room, and I wrote a rap about war.
About war.
Yeah.
And that was your first rhymes?
That was my first rhyme. So then after that, I had, oh man, it's such a weird, like it was weird. Like in my school, in high school, if you listen to hip hop, you listen to rap music, you're like the minority for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone was listening to fucking Tragically Hip and fucking
rock, pop, stuff like that.
Mostly fucking Tragically Hip. And I guess Nirvana a little later, but Nirvana was cool, but or skaters were listening to like Dead Kennedys and Dead Milkmen and all this shit that I didn't really like, and I was a skater for a second as well.
Right.
But my hip hop friends shunned me for skating.
Oh.
Anyway, fuck. How do I? Yeah, like it wasn't popular.
Yeah.
So for you to tell me that like, in 2000 it still wasn't popular,
dude.
I was doing like rap radio.
You were so deep in it at that point.
Here's the thing: when I do a music trivia thing and it's the 90s, if it's anything like alternative or anything like that, I know fucking nothing.
Really?
Because I didn't listen to anything except for rap.
Yeah.
East Coast underground hip hop from like for fucking all the mid 90s. So like Alanis Morissette and shit. Like I hated.
So you weren't messing with Pac and Snoop out on the West Coast, Dre, all that. Like the 90s.
That's
was
later.
That's later.
That's a little later.
Okay.
But no, we like some of my friends to this day are still like fucking Pac was whack, and I'm like, you guys are so dumb.
What?
He wasn't whack. We were whack for thinking he was whack. It's just like the beats were too like R&B.
Yeah.
And like East Coast rap and like rap music was anti R&B.
Yeah, and like drum kits and hard and
when I first like Public Enemy, and Public Enemy was like super smart. And they're talking about like issues
and public reform and da 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 da. Yeah, for
and
sure.
Like fucking KRS-One was like called himself the teacher. Mm-hmm. And so I was listening to all this like kind of like smart music. It made pop music seem really
Conscious
fucking dumb.
hip hop or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, it was the only hip hop
at the time.
But I also listened to Two Live Crew as well, which was the most raunchiest shit of all time.
Wait, okay, so hold up. So what did people think? Wow, I'm so...
What do they think of me?
No. relax. No, not of you. I wanted to see what they were thinking about G-Funk at the time.
G-Funk's later, though.
For real? What?
There's a clip, man. I hope you can fucking find it. It's Much Music. It's Red One on Much Music. And they're and he's with Oliver. It's in the 90s. And they're introducing like the number 4 video is Regulate, Warren G, and Red goes like this. He's like, Regulate? Like, what the fuck? And he makes like a super stank face. Like,
damn,
what is this whack shit?
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I remember when Nothing But a G Thing came out, all the fucking Filipinos loved it.
And
I was like, and I was like, what the this shit is kind of lame.
Kind of cornball. Yeah.
And they were like, Snoop is the best. Snoop is the best. I'm like, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't really like this. Same with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit is whack. Can you put Wu-Tang Clan on?
Damn.
Those are my Filipino friends again.
Damn.
But now looking back, it's like I was just like a snob.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
So I don't know if that answered your question, but
I don't know. Who gives a shit? Yeah.
But to go back to when I did my first rap, I performed that rap. Well, I performed that rap for like the talent contest at Moscrop in grade 8.
No way.
A cappella.
Gangster.
So I'm a white kid,
it is
and I was short. I didn't grow. I was like 5'5" until grade 10.
Yeah.
So in grade 8, I'm a shrimp, white guy.
Yeah.
White kid, like small kid, almost like voice is still kind of high.
Yeah.
And I did this peace rap, and I won.
Oh, you won?
And then from then on, I was known as the fucking rapper.
Hell yes.
And the following year in grade 9, I was on the environmental committee.
Hell yes.
And I wrote an environmental rap.
And we're peoples,
we
man.
went to the steps of Parliament. I did this fucking environmental rap.
Are you sure you didn't grow up on Hornby?
Hey, man.
Holy, that's super wild. Wow. Okay, so
I've been woke since time.
since birth, since the 8th grade. Okay,
Anyway,
okay. So
that's interesting shit, but
no, that's super interesting. So hold up. So you got inspired off of Africa? Like, what was it? Who did the first rap that you?
Stetsasonic Africa
Right.
for apartheid. It's
Right.
before Nelson Mandela was free. It's apartheid. It's a whole different fucking
Totally. Just
time.
Yeah. Yeah, hard for me to even comprehend. And so you got to confirm or deny this rumor. I heard you're part of the Zulu Nation.
I was honorary member. Like I was
The African Bambata. Yeah.
put into it by a b-boy named Bounce.
Okay.
I interviewed Africa Bambaataa in like fucking 2006 or some shit.
Okay.
We did a dope like 2-hour special. He came to the radio station studios. And I hung out with him. It was crazy.
Dude.
Had a crazy drop that he did. He emailed me, and that's when I was doing my rap group AMP.
Mm-hmm.
He emailed me, and he was like, "I like peace, this Africa Bambaataa Zulu Nation. I like the sounds of your music. I like Chaos and who the fuck else? Chaos and someone else. And now I like AMP. Please send me some more music. Make sure it's clean. Whatever. I want to play it." So I met him, and he knew who we were. He did this ill drop for us, like, "Yo, this is Africa Bambaataa, the Amun Ra of the Universal Zulu Nation. Y'all better stop faking the funk on AMP family." That's what I said. AMP family. The Zulu Nation is behind our brothers. AMP family. Oh man, my man Zach Santiago, Verbal Venom, flip out. You better recognize the real, you sucker. Suckers. So I played that forever. Super whatever. This b-boy named Bounce saw me at a b-boy event at UBC. I was DJing, and he's like, "Yo, I was told to give you this," and he gave me the Zulu Nation pendant. He's like, "Yo, I was told to give you this."
You still got it?
I still have it. Fast forward to fucking now, African Bambaataa, motherfucking pedophile.
Crazy.
So, delete everything about him.
Yeah,
forever.
Man.
And that's about it.
Um,
Africa Bambaataa is deleted.
That's so crazy, man.
Doesn't matter what he's done. Just give it to
back.
someone else.
Yeah.
Give the credit to just someone else. Just pick someone else and say they did that. They did that. Like,
damn, that's so hard because you have you're attached to this like image and this personification of what this is, and like Zulu and the stuff. Like the kids my age got up on it through like Kendrick stuff. And
yeah, it's fucked up. Some of the old school dudes are still like, they still don't fucking get it.
Yeah,
it's fucked up.
Yeah.
The thing about it is like, it's 40-year-old men coming out now that they were abused when they were teenagers. Like, you don't come out when you're in your 40s about sexual abuse for fucking for money or for whatever. Crazy. Like, it's like taking them that long. They carried it their whole time, and they got people around that were like enabling it, turning the blind eye. Like, it's super fucked up. It's very fucked up
and
it's
real.
Not cool
and real, right? Like,
yeah. Because the supreme abuse of power. He's the leader of the Zulu Nation. So I've denounced the Zulu Nation. They tried to. Zulu Nation tried to cancel. They kicked Africa Bambaataa out.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, cool. I can still like rock with Zulu Nation. Then I found out that he made up the name Zulu Nation and shit. Like, that's his thing. So I'm like, shit is just dead. For sure.
Yeah. I see. I wasn't even gonna bring that up, but I had to get your take on it, man, because it's like, yeah, things are unexcusable, but it's so iconic, and it's like that's such
doesn't matter.
Yeah, damn.
It's bullshit. And I don't know why they on that hip hop documentary that Shad hosted. I don't know why they put Africa Bambaataa in it. They gave him like a whole little fucking segment. Talking like recently, like maybe if you put old footage, but I don't know why.
Yeah, damn, man, I can't believe. Yeah,
dude, if you can tell, it's the same with the fucking R. Kelly shit. Like, I'm a fucking fan
with R. Kelly.
I'm a like a disciple of Zulu Nation, and I'm a super fucking R. Kelly fan.
Yeah.
And both these fucking losers,
can't do it. Can't.
We're doing this shit the whole fucking time.
Aaliyah. You can't.
It's bullshit. It sucks. It fucking sucks.
And do you think this shit still exists?
What exists?
Even with the Me Too movement and all this stuff, and I don't even mean to get political on this podcast, but it's like with how it's just come to light. Is this still going to go on? And if so, how? Like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is such an internal conflict.
Those two examples are an example of someone getting away with it forever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, if those kids came out in the 70s, nobody would have believed them. They'd be shunned. They'd be made fun of. Like, nothing would have happened. It took them, like, in their 40s to come out and say it, because then people are going to believe them. Like, why would you make that up? Same with R. Kelly. It's like people coming out later, now they're going to believe him. And I was like, with the R. Kelly shit, I was like, I kind of feel like, you know, I was like a little bit like, it's kind of like they're trying to take a dude down. You know, it's like a black dude. They're trying, and then I saw the documentary, and they're like, it's black girls.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
And the same with fucking the other guy. The other guy's like, it's kids.
Yeah.
It's kids in both ways. It has nothing to do with trying to take a fucking famous person down. Not even about them being black. It's about kids.
It's about,
and then it is about the kids being black.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about them as grown fucking men. It's about the kids. So no one gives a fuck about black kids. Is the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Because in both fucking situations, if it was one fucking white girl, if he went to one fucking white school, if R. Kelly went to one white school, done.
That's it.
Done.
Yeah.
If Bambaataa did that to one fucking like little white kid from like Connecticut, it would have been fucking done. But he did it to fucking people that he knew he could do it to and whatever. It's fucked up. It's very deep.
Super deep. There's an angle there though that I want to explore a little bit. So you're obviously super passionate about it, right? No,
we're from fucking
relax.
Apartheid to fucking.
This is what I'm saying. I don't give a shit. Listen, the script. There's no script, right? So it's like you're in this position where these things come out. You're obviously a huge patron of the whole thing, and obviously a huge patron of the community, the culture, the sport, everything about it. You're that is you. And then, but at the same time, you're coming from a completely different perspective, right? Where it's kind of like, you know, could someone ever come up to you and be like, "Yo, Flip, like, why are you mad about it? It's not you. It's not your people." Da 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 da. You ever have that? No. People are just like, "Yeah, word. That's my guy."
Well, I don't know. It's no. I don't know why anyone. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I've had the opposite. I don't know.
Yeah.
I literally had the opposite. I had people come up to me and say nice things.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, genuine wins in the end. Genuine wins in the end. I think, like, you know, truth hopefully wins in the end, and in these cases, it is winning in the end.
Yeah. I say crazy shit like, I'll go into the Gap. I'll be in the Gap like doing Christmas shopping. Not for myself, and like
it's okay,
bro.
Like
be like the kids' Gap, and you see all the things, and I'm like, you know what? They shouldn't have one fucking white kid up here.
Yeah.
You've had your turn. Just have all fucking different nationalities.
Yeah.
Maybe have one white girl. Just
yeah.
little blonde kids. Yeah. Sorry, no offense, but like all the blonde,
no,
all the blonde kids.
Cool.
You've had your fucking run.
Cool. Yeah.
Like you've had your run.
Yeah.
Like just change
on the
everything.
Sidelines for a bit.
Who's gonna get mad?
Yeah, nobody. The white people.
The white people.
Yeah, fuck
them. They're gonna get mad. Oh, yeah. why am I? Well, no, I can't relate. Well, how the fuck do you think these motherfuckers felt for fucking ever?
For 400 years. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's an all lives matter thing. Stupid motherfuckers.
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm trying to, you know, no political opinion. Yada yada yada. So yeah, let's get back to being genuine, man. I had a question about is it possible to I'm just gonna change gears completely here. Is it possible to have two turntables on your neck and play them like a guitar? Is that possible?
Like this?
Yeah, like that.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you done it?
I haven't fucking done it. No.
Who's done it?
I don't know. I can't remember at the present
moment. Don't worry about it
right now. But Tone Loc in the Wild Thing video, his DJ's name was M-Walk.
Yeah.
Had a guitar, had a turntable hooked up like it was a guitar.
Yeah.
And he was going
Yeah.
which wasn't real, but when I saw that as a kid, that lured me into hip hop.
Yeah. Totally.
That's actually one of my answers when people ask me how I got into hip hop. It's that video and the thing.
Yeah.
Fast forward to a couple of years ago, and a buddy of mine, a guy I know, DJ Vect, super celebrated battle DJ, like super dope.
Sweet.
Canadian guy. He did it at the Goldie Awards at A-Track's DJ Award
Sweet.
thing.
Yeah.
He did it 2 years ago. He hooked up a turntable to play like a guitar.
No way.
So he was like...
What? How does that work?
Yeah, you got to see it.
Okay.
Vect.
All right.
Vekked.
Nice. Super gangster.
Goldie Awards.
Yeah. Did on the same tip, man, did you ever let Prez know about that time when you beat him in a rap battle?
Yeah.
Can you tell me? Can you shed a little light on that story?
There's a blog. There's a blog where we both talk about it.
I didn't find that one.
Yeah.
Didn't find that one. So you were a battle rapper back in the day.
I had the battle. You just had the battle.
See, that's so different than today. That's so different than today.
You could. I mean, people could battle now.
Yeah, King of the Dot and stuff like that is fire nonetheless.
Yeah, there's actually a whole league. Exactly.
Yeah. What's the other one in California? Shit.
California?
Yeah. There's one on the whole West Coast. Oh, come on, Joss. Whatever. King of the Dot's amazing. Shout out to Organic, all that over there, whatever. But, so how did you... See, rhyming was different. Now we just, mumble rap and we worry about melodies and shit. People still, I know, bro, but come on.
Come on, what?
The pop music, like because the forefront. Hear me out. The forefront of hip hop now is kind of like is pop, right? Hip hop is pop now.
I don't know.
It is statistically.
I mean, there was pop before. Hip hop was pop before. MC Hammer.
But that was cornball.
No, you go tell that to MC Hammer.
God open.
He wasn't. He's a fucking Bay Area legend.
Damn. This is crazy. It's a change in perspective, but yeah, for sure. Okay, so okay. So
Kid and Play was pop. Kid and Play had movies. Kid and Play had a cartoon.
Damn.
But they were dope.
But I
know what you're saying.
I don't see you're picking me apart. I like it. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah, kids don't have to battle rap today.
They could if they want.
But they don't have to. It's like you had Snoop had to go battle Pac.
He did?
Yeah, he had a rap battle with him.
Well, I mean, if you're friends with someone, you probably battle.
Yeah,
for fun.
Was it always for fun?
That one was fucking serious. No, that shit was serious.
Damn.
And we used to b-boy battle. And there used to be fights and shit in b-boy battles for sure.
Damn. See, battling to me is just it's such a keynote part of the culture, and it doesn't.
Fucking dudes just
going at it.
Do with their energy.
Yeah, you have too much fucking testosterone, and you just got to get it out somehow. That's the best, man. That's the best. I'm surprised they don't have you on a King of the Dot host or some shit like that.
I was a guest judge in Vancouver once.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Who was battling?
Aspire.
Okay.
Aspire killed. Oh, it was the one. No, Aspire was there, and it was when Thesaurus battled Manic.
Damn, Thesaurus can spit.
Thesaurus or
I don't know.
The short guy, his partner, Ilmac.
I don't know. There was a lot of battle rappers or whatever. It's cool though.
Anyway.
How does battle rapping compare to DJ battles? Is that one and the same at all? I know you're not going head to head most of the time, but
maybe the battle rap league.
Yeah.
The a cappella shit.
Yeah.
Is probably kind of like the DMCs, where it's just, and they put disses in the DMCs. They diss.
Yeah.
But the Rebel Music 3 style is different. That would be a talent show. It would be perform your song.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be
it's kind of different.
It's a little bit different. But people still diss in the Rebel in the 3 style.
How do you diss? And I know Floetic, our guy, had a couple nice little, I don't even know, little samples or whatever that would throw shots or whatever. Did you guys? So you just came back, to give a little bit of context here. You just came back from Taipei, Taiwan, I don't know, 12 hours ago or whatever, a couple days ago. Yeah. And so did these guys throw shots at themselves, shots at the other competitors on the world stage?
Yeah.
Anything super notable or?
There was the homie from Italy, Doc Trash from Italia. Doc Trash, he plays like a very different type of fucking music. Like, he wasn't playing hip hop a lot. He was playing like this club music that was very different.
Like EDM or like
EDM, but not stuff that you would necessarily know. He's just doing him.
Yeah, okay.
But he won Italy. Like, he won,
totally.
and he's super dope. He plays this very kind of specific type of music. So he did his whole set is 15 minutes, and he got to like the 12-minute mark, and he was like, he has a like, kind of breakdown, and he has a sample from Back to the Future, I think it is, and he's like, they didn't know they didn't know what it was yet. It was ahead of their time. It's when Marty McFly plays the guitar, and they don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah,
it was that quote.
Yeah,
and then he's like, and then he has another little thing. He's like, I have an announcement for all the other competitors, and then this song comes on. It's like, fuck you, 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 fuck you.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a snap of that.
And he's doing that. I don't know.
Yeah.
At the U.S. finals in Philly, Jay Espinosa, who went on to win the world, actually, Jay Espinosa dissed his friend Chris Villa by taking an interview, like similar to me talking now, and twisted the words that Chris was saying to talk about himself in a negative way. So it was like, hey, my name is Chris Villa, and I'm a shitty DJ, and I have no taste in music, shitty selection. Like, but he was saying it took it out of context. It was quite brilliant.
Yeah, no, I like it, man. So, let's talk Redbull, because that's freaking crazy, and it started here in Vancouver.
It did.
That's wild, because it's a phenomenon now.
Yeah, like, it is the 9th year.
That it's
global.
It's huge. I saw the setup in Taipei. Oh, what was that one huge inflatable thing? I gotta ask you about that before I forget about it. It was like chilling in the garden or something like that. It was like a cartoon character.
That was Cause. It was a Cause.
Cause thing. Yeah.
It was a Cause fucking installation.
Was that?
It was all over the city. That was one. There was huge Cause motherfucker.
Bree, pull that up. Pull that up. We gotta see that.
And then there was.
I don't know how you're gonna find it, but you gotta figure it out.
And, just look up Taipei Cause.
Yeah.
Taipei City.
Yeah.
KAWS.
That was so cool.
It was like serendipitous.
Yeah, super gangster. But
that it happened at the same time.
But no, for sure. I thought that was a Red Bull thing. I thought it was like, I thought they did that out, and I was like, that's cool. It was super cool. But nonetheless, started in Vancouver.
Yeah.
You've had involvement with it since inception.
Yeah. I was literally at the first one.
Please tell the story. How did this happen?
It was a promotion for a nightclub. It's like, hey, I got an idea. Kenny Mack, he worked at Redbull.
Shout out Kenny Mack.
And he's like, I got a cool idea. Let's do a DJ contest. It was like right when Serato started, so it was like computers.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but...
There it is.
There it is.
That's in the square, but there's other ones as well around the city.
Look how big that is.
It's so big.
That's just ridiculous. Are you a shoe guy at all?
Yeah.
The Jordan 4s? The Cause? The gray?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
So, man, I don't have them, but...
I'm kind of over Jordans now.
Ooh.
It's been a long time.
Oh.
It's been a long time.
That's like saying you don't believe in,
Well...
Are you an Adidas guy now? Like, can we talk about this? God damn.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh. I don't know if this is something you don't... This is like Religion. Are you Christian? Nah, man. Yeah, neither here nor there. Right?
Yeah. I think Jordans are kind of all the way played out.
For real.
I mean, they came out in fucking 1988. Like, give it a rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many colorways? Like, I went from being too poor to own a real pair to trying to own all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To like...
Shout out Dipped.
Yeah, exactly. And Livestock, actually.
Yeah.
To like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
So what are you rocking now?
Yeezys.
Damn, son. That's crazy.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
Ultra Boost, they're so comfortable.
Totally. Wow. You just usually,
Wave Runners.
If you hear
the mauve ones right now.
If you hear someone was a Jordan head in the 90s, they're usually still a Jordan head.
I don't wear fucking fitted caps anymore either, and
Good
baggy
point.
pants.
Although you did in that Kanye interview.
It was
sweet.
Fucking 10 years ago.
11
more.
years ago.
And I was also wearing a double XL hoodie, like
Hell
an
yes.
idiot.
We got a double XL body for you if you wanted to.
No, I was swimming that shit. And I was wearing like size fucking 38 pants.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I cut you off. Kenny Mac.
Oh, yeah, Kenny Mac, first one ever. Let's do a DJ contest at a club night. The club night was my residency.
Oh.
So they're like, okay, Phil, you enter. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I entered. I got second.
Yeah.
The person that won is Matt the Alien.
Yeah.
Who's amazing.
Yeah,
He's still around.
Legendary, yeah, for sure.
And then the next year, Kenny's like, okay, I want to do this in a bunch of other markets. It's a good idea. So he does it like in the interior. Another one in Vancouver. The one in Vancouver, the second one ever, that wasn't global. U-Turn was in it, who is part of Oliver. Paul Devereaux was in it. Jeremiah, who made First Course Records. Like all these Marvel was in it. Seca was in it. Headspin won. I hosted it.
Yeah, I'm actually mad that you hosted it. You should have went for the title.
No.
Oh, come on.
I hosted it. Headspin won. And then the next year, they did nationals.
Yeah.
Or they did one national.
So Red Bull was behind it from the jump.
It was Kenny Mac worked for Red Bull.
Right.
So it was a thing that he got them to get behind. A thing that he got money for to put on.
Got it.
But it went national.
Yeah.
And that's when this guy named oh my God, what the fuck is his name? Oh God, this guy won at the national finals, and the Vancouver regional, whatever, P-Love won, my buddy, and I hosted that Vancouver regional. The next year, when I was hosting it, it was at the Commodore, and I'm like, yo, this is so dope. I want to fucking enter this. I want to play at the Commodore.
Yeah.
So the next year I entered.
Yeah.
That was 2010.
Yeah.
And I won Vancouver.
Yes.
And that was the first year that it was global. So I went to Toronto for the Canadian Nationals.
Yeah.
Didn't place. That's when Drastic from Thugly won the Canadian Nationals. And then there was a global, there was a world final in Paris. First one ever. 2010 Paris. 12 DJs, one night.
Damn.
It went from like fucking 7 until 5.
Shit.
It was the stupidest idea of all time. So Alex Notal from Paris won. Following year, 2011, the world finals are going to be in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Kenny Mac
quarterbacks it, and
he's like, okay, it's going to be in Vancouver. So they're like, okay, you enter. They tell me like, you enter the Vancouver one again. I'm like, no. Like, why? And I'm like, because Headspin's entering. He's going to win everything.
I don't give a shit. And
they're like, no, enter. I'm like, no, I don't want to. And I'm like, okay, how about this? I'll enter if you let me be the host of the World Finals. And they're like, fuck. We'll put your name in the hat. I'm like, okay. So I entered. I got second to Headspin. Headspin went on, and then I hosted the World Finals. And then Headspin won that year.
Yeah, of course he did.
And then the following year, and then that year, the event was so successful that they gave Kenny a crazy promotion. They put him in whole other fucking thing, whole other tax bracket.
Yeah.
He was like in some sales, some national position.
Yeah.
But he wasn't doing he wasn't doing the 3 style because he wasn't a culture manager or whatever.
Yeah.
So they gave it to someone else in the company. It was in Chicago that year. I wasn't involved in it at all. It was in Chicago. 4 Color Zach won. Mm-hmm. Dope 4 Color Zach. That's 2012. And then the following year, like Kenny quit Red Bull.
Damn.
He quit, and then he was like, then I don't know exactly how it happened, but he was like, they were like, okay, how about if you contract this event? So now from that day, he doesn't work for Red Bull. Red Bull contracts him to put on this event.
Sweet.
So the following year, the World Finals were in Toronto, and I hosted that.
Yeah.
And then the next year, the World Finals were in Baku, Azerbaijan, and I hosted that. And that's when,
so crazy.
And then the following year was in Tokyo, Japan. I hosted that.
Yeah.
Chile, Santiago, Chile, I was there. Poland, Krakow, Poland.
Fucking
and then
crazy.
this year was Taipei, Taiwan. So
crazy.
That's the story.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it's midnight.
See ya. Yeah, you met, who won Japan, was his name?
In Japan?
Yeah.
Who won from Japan
from
or
Japan,
who won in Japan?
Both. I'm thinking of the guy from Japan who was there in Taipei.
I'll just tell you everybody. 2010, Alex Notal.
Yeah.
Paris, France.
Yeah.
2011, Headspin in Vancouver, from Vancouver.
Yeah.
2013, Four Color Zach from America, in America.
Yeah.
2000.
3 hometown kids.
Yeah. 2014, SK83 from Germany in Baku.
Yeah.
2015, Shintaro. No, I fucking forgot Toronto. 2013, Shintaro from Japan in Toronto.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in 2014, SK83 from Germany in Baku. And then following year was Tokyo.
Yeah.
And Byte from Chile, one in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And then in Chile, Puffy won.
Yeah.
And then in Poland, Damianito won. And then this year in Taipei,
Guy from the
Taiwan, Jay Espinosa.
Bay. Yeah.
J Area.
And that, my friend, is why you're the host of the motherfucking event. It's because you got your history down.
I mean,
so how were you in school? Because you got so many factoids. I don't even understand. You're an encyclopedia, man. Like, you came out the womb with Rikers. How did, like,
I don't know.
Were you a good student?
I was on the honor roll stuff
In high school?
in high school.
No college?
No,
Hell
I
no.
stopped paying attention to school when I started dancing. I would skip out of school, but stay on the schoolyard, like stay in the gym, and they had wrestling mats on the gym, and I would practice flips and
B-boy.
shit.
Yeah.
So I would be playing hooky on school grounds.
Can you still do a backflip?
A standing backflip, not right away, but maybe like a round off backflip.
Can
If I
still,
get
can you still
amped.
do a handstand?
Yeah, probably, but not very well.
That's all right. We'll test you.
I can do a windmill for a party trick
Hello.
at weddings.
Nice. I'll embarrass myself first, then we'll get you.
No, we're not doing that. Oh.
Especially at following Carmel. So Carmel, actually, the next week we actually had an old friend, Phil, come on the podcast, and he wanted to show you up. And here's what happened. Insert clip here.
She already knows. I already sent her like a while ago. I sent her DMs of me trying to do handstands and like at
So
the end of
funny.
the night in a club.
I love it. Yo, okay, Shintaro.
Yeah.
You guys are close.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's a cool guy.
He's my buddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What do you want to know about Shintaro?
Well, I just think it's
Interesting.
I think it's just really odd that, I mean, I guess it's a guy thing. I just think it's odd that a hotel would hold on to nudie mags. I just think that's weird for a whole year.
All right.
Okay.
So what context are you going to put this in?
No, I just want to know, why, number one, you weren't into them, didn't take them,
They're weird, first of all. It's like, they're weird. So
What's the backstory?
he on the tour this year, Shintaro was on the Asian dates. So the Japan final was in Fukuoka, Japan.
Sure.
And so we were roommates. We were in the same hotel room. But he was like, it's his home country. So, and he actually came here, and I took him to a bunch of spots and everything. He loves Vancouver. He wants to move here. So we were roommates in the hotel room, and I was sleeping because I'm always trying to sleep.
Of course.
And he came in and with a bag of shit, and he was like, I got you some, as being a host. Like, I want to be a host. So he had like this energy drink, not Redbull even. It was like this other super one, like nothing had English on it. This little jar. He had some goodies, and then he had 2 like nudie magazines, for lack of a better word. Like they weren't super raunchy, just like naked women magazines, and they were like girls on the street magazines. Like this is her walking. She's a school teacher and whatever. So, and I'm cracking up. I'm like, okay, thanks for your hospitality. So somehow we went to Tokyo for a few days after the final. So somehow I took them with me
Yeah. Well, obviously.
to Tokyo. And then how did I get to? They were in my bag. They stayed in my bag, and they ended up being in Taipei for the Taiwan finals, which is like November 30th,
Right.
Like in November.
So wait, when did he give them to you?
He gave them in Japan, like the week before.
Oh, a week before? Okay.
Yeah. So I kept them with me for some reason.
Who knows?
I don't know. They were in my bag, maybe for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I get it. Good party joke.
Anyway,
hey, check these out. Anyways,
who knows? I kept the other shit too. I kept everything.
Well, of course, but that's not funny.
So I'm in Taipei,
Yeah.
and then I'm going home.
Yeah.
and after the tour's done, the world tour's done, I'm like, I'm not bringing these home.
Yeah.
I just leave them there.
Yeah, you don't want to have that
with
conversation.
With a pile of other shit.
You don't want to have that conversation in customs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
That's another actual story where people try to sabotage people by putting like huge dildos in other people's bags and shit.
My God.
And you can't see them, and then you get in, and they tie it to like something metal, like a can of Red Bull or something.
So it'll go off?
So it will go off. And they're like, oh, can you see, can we see what's in your bag, sir? They have to pull out this huge dildo. It's happened.
Yeah.
It's awesome. You just got to own it. You're like, yeah, that's mine. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Of course. Maybe it is yours. Mine. So
you did.
So I left them.
Yeah.
And then I came back for the
A
World
year
Finals
later?
week.
It's a year,
It
right?
wasn't a year later. It was like 2 months later.
Oh.
But I'm checking in, and they're like, "Oh, Mr. Cabrita, we have something lost and found." I'm like, "What? What is it?" They're like, "A book." I'm like, "A book."
Huh.
And I'm like, "Oh, maybe it's this book I got from the homie
Whoa.
in Korea,
Sure.
South Korea. He gave me like a huge book, and I left it there. Sorry, dude. It was like fucking this big." And then they're like, I'm like, maybe like a big book. And the guy was kind of like, yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but he knew what the fuck it was. And I was like, oh, I don't know what it is. And then it clicked in. I was like, no fucking way.
Did he hand it to you, or did he just leave it in the room?
They said, we'll have them bring it to you. It's in the lost and found. So I go up to my room. I'm in there all day, like whatever. A knock comes on the door, and I'm like not dressed because I was like having a bath or something, or I was about to have a bath. Like, it's such incredible timing. I was not dressed.
Yeah.
I just go to the door. I go do one of these, like, hi. And they sent a woman up
Of course they
with
did.
the magazine. And in her way, she's like, Mr. Cabrita, here you
go.
Here's a lost and found. I'm like hiding behind the door.
Oh,
like,
God. Thank you.
I'm like, thanks. I'm like, yeah. And she was trying not to laugh.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the story.
Good times.
It was good times, and
Good
I was like, "This is
times.
great."
You must have a lot of trinkets from around the world, or no?
No,
No?
I don't get anything for anyone. I buy records. That's it.
That's it?
Honestly,
I mean, come on. You've toured across the world with Red Bull and other events and stuff like that. You must have just a shit ton of stuff. No?
records.
Just records?
Just records. What would you do if would you get trinkets everywhere?
Fuck no, I hate that stuff.
Would you? Like,
No.
what would you do? Like, it's overwhelming, kind of. And
No.
like, what do? I'm gonna get a patch from every country and put it on my knapsack,
It's kind of,
or I'm gonna get I'm gonna get one fridge magnet, and then you gotta just like.
yeah. And then
No
you gotta
cool
move.
fridge magnets. And you can get all that shit at the airport, which is just like not very like
I know, heartwarming.
Yeah.
Felt,
not
whatever.
very authentic.
Authentic. Yeah, kind of.
So I buy records.
Yeah. Do you make a point of going to a record store every time you're
It's
in a
the
specific
priority.
country? Yeah.
It's the priority.
What do you look for if you're in Kazakhstan or some shit like that, and you're trying to find?
Try to go to a used record store,
And
try
what are
to
you
find some
looking
shit.
for? Like, how
Looking
do
for
you,
anything.
What's your method on going through crates, man? What do you like?
There's-
You've heard so much
there's no
stuff. You've
method.
seen all this stuff before, or a lot of it. Like, I know there's always new stuff, but like, I don't know.
I look for when I went to Brazil, I went to a record store in Sao Paulo.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a record store. I got there at like 11:30 or 12, and I was there till they closed, which was like 7. And I had coffee. That's it that I got there with. Spent all day there. Went through like stacks and stacks of records. Listened to them. But Brazil's different because Brazil is like, there's stuff they release so much music in the 70s and 80s and shit.
Yeah.
And none of it, and a lot of it is not on the internet. It hasn't been found.
Yeah.
So I found a bunch of shit. It was awesome.
Damn.
And it's cheap as fuck.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm just
Probably
listening
not
to
then.
all types of stuff, like just
Damn.
looking for stuff.
That's damn. I guess that's part of the love. Like, I mean, how do you still usually DJ on 45s or?
I try to.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's usually like a specific kind of night.
Do you still show up with a crate?
I
Really? That's super badass.
not like to a fucking a night, like not
Yeah.
to port side on a
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
I play with my computer, obviously, not on the fucking radio.
Yeah, of course not.
Although I have sicko mode on 7-inch.
That's gangster. I love it.
He put it out
Yeah.
on his website.
I mean, they're back. Like, they're back now.
I guess.
For sure.
Look, man, everything comes back and goes away and comes back.
Yeah.
Take it from me.
Flipout, and Flipout's still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just ride the wave and you end up being the wave.
Quite literally.
Yeah. Or being ahead of the wave, whatever the fuck. Like.
So, I made a fool of myself earlier. I want to get your take on what you think how hip hop and music has changed and shifted, in the last 3-4 years, because it's changed dramatically.
From what?
Okay, I'm born in 96. So I got in with Dre, and then it was 50 and Snoop, and then all of a sudden I got into old school records, which came from Pac and stuff like that, and Wu-Tang, and then that's what hip hop was. And then I heard all this stuff like the Nellies and when P Diddy was doing his thing, Ja Rule, and all that stuff. And then I heard hip hop go this really weird kind of direction, and I wasn't with it. It was R&B, kind of. You could almost draw similars, going in cycles. And then
what songs?
Ja Rule and Nelly, like Hot in Here.
Oh, that was when it got weird?
For me, yeah. Or like back when like Ashanti was on everything. Like Ashanti's great, but like Always on Time and stuff like that. I was just like kind of like, what? Like it's the same thing with you thinking about.
You were like 8 though.
Dude, I love this shit for sure. And I thought I was like
What's Love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, this is like, no, I don't know. I was the same thing. I was just like, man, I want rap. Like I wanted like 50 Cent Power of a Dollar. That's what I wanted. I wanted like that hard shit for some reason.
Well, 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying is a classic.
Is a super. That was like
every single song.
Every single, like Many Men, like that's on my gym playlist today.
Yeah.
Like that's some of the hardest shit.
So when did it get weird?
It got weird with Ja Rule, with Nelly, when P Diddy did that whole like, I just didn't like the smooth, like he had back when he used to talk on Biggie records, and it was almost like a mafia type thing. He was like, but then he started going in a different direction. He was just kind of like Playboy in the background, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is that? I don't know.
That was that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But then it kind of went back, and then we got, in my mind, I'm just bringing you through my timeline. You had J. Cole and Kendrick and Mac, rest in peace, come through on the XXL covers and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, real rhymers are back. Like, lyrics can be back, Wale, stuff like that. I was like, oh, and then I had this new resurgence, and now it's just kind of gone a direction that I just personally don't have a huge taste for. I want to know what you think about it.
So, did you like Wale when he first came out?
Yeah, I did.
So you like Kid Cudi, Wale,
who birthed the sound of Yeah. I mean, Kid Cudi, yeah. Wale, like I love the whole DC, the Go-Go vibe, Gold Link Today, stuff like that. Yeah. Like hell yes, that was it.
Because that was 08, I think. 08, 07.
Yeah. Who else was on that cover?
Mickey Fax.
Yeah. Trey the Truth. Shit. Bree, please bring that up. Please bring up the first or some of the first XXL covers, because that's some. We'll nerd out for a sec. But anyways, it moved. It changed again. Of course, it's gonna change, right? And I just want to get your thoughts on what you think the sound is now.
Now?
Yeah, 2019.
Oh no, it's good. What do you like?
Today?
Yeah.
What do I like? I like the maturing of the guys that were in that era, and I still.
You don't like 21 Savage new album?
No, I'm not with any of that.
You
honestly.
Have you listened to it?
Yeah, I listened to that.
Have you listened to Meek Mill's album?
I fuck with Meek Mill, for sure.
But have you listened to these albums?
Yes, Meek Mill's for sure. I'll give the whole thing like Travis Scott got me on the 4th listen, like Sicko, the whole thing. I just was kind of like.
Astroworld.
Astroworld, yeah, sorry, Astroworld.
Oh, is this it?
Oh my god.
Who are these fucking people?
What? Young Jock? No.
This looks like
Chameleonaire.
Rich
Boy. Papoose. Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye.
Well, they became a super group.
Well, they did.
Is that Twista up there?
No. What?
Is that Memph
top
Bleak?
Left? This is weird.
Papoose.
Who's that bottom right?
That's Papoose.
Shit.
Who the fuck is that guy then?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, that's Boozy.
Oh, Boozy.
Yeah, that's Lil Boozy. Is that Memph Bleak up there in the Cincinnati hat?
No. That's Chameleonaire.
Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye.
Crooked Eye. I don't know.
Who's the guy in the? Is that Young Jock in the glasses?
Must be it. That's Young Jock.
Center's Rich Boy.
Yeah, Rich Boy.
Rich Boy's dope.
Rich Boy has some shit with Carrie Hilson back in the day. Polo the Don.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rich Boy had a song, huh?
This is the first year to the freshman cover.
Okay. So now throw up the 2010 freshman cover, because I think a lot of these guys have a big legacy.
2010.
Yo, I'll never do this, but I'm gonna pull up what I'm actually listening to right now. Macklemore was on a thing.
2011 was the best year.
2011. Wale, Gold Link, Joey Crooks, Joy Crooks, Ty, Dave B, Melina Gray, Devin the Dude.
Devin the Dude.
Yeah, it's old school. Big Crit.
Big Crit.
For sure. Rick Ross. Hello, Rick Ross.
This year was the mega year.
T Grizzly, Boogie, Tory, Cole, James Blake, YG, stuff like that.
James Blake.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
James Blake?
James Blake. I love James Blake.
Like the singer?
Yes.
The UK guy?
Yes.
Guy that did a cover of Case of You?
Yes. And
Best cover of all time?
Oh.
Guy whose song I first heard of Chance the Rapper on?
No way.
The remix of Round Here?
Yeah. What do you think? Did you listen to the new I forget what it's called.
New James Blake?
No, yeah, new James Blake.
No, I haven't.
Oh my god.
What the fuck happened in the
Yeah.
screen?
Yeah, sorry, Bree. I went on a tangent. No, I didn't even. I was just ignoring this. Okay.
Is that Soldier Boy? Oh, is that Lil B? It's Lil B.
Yellow Wolf, Freddie.
Mac.
What
Is that
the hell?
Alchemist?
Kendrick, Crit. No, this is not. This is trash. Kevin Wong says this is best of all time.
Anyway,
Okay.
it's fine. YG. Oh yeah.
YG. Anyways, yeah.
Why is it got to be bad and then good, and then why is everything got to be bad? Why are people always saying like it's shit was bad or whatever?
You know what, man? You're right. At the end of the day, you're right.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel
21 Savage album is fucking dope.
Damn, son.
And I don't even like. And I'm just listening to shit that's out there, like that's heavily promoted. Like I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm trying to listen to
everything that comes
everything
out.
that's coming out. You know, like, yeah.
So okay.
What am I doing here?
But just as a guy that likes what do you think of Cole?
Cole's dope.
What do you think of Kendrick?
Kendrick's like a fucking goat.
Dope. Who's better?
Kendrick or Cole?
Yeah. And why?
Kendrick is like way more, what's it called? Like, he puts more, not more thought.
Yeah.
Hold on. Kendrick is, I don't know. He's just, he adds a little more to it.
Yeah.
He adds more layers than J. Cole does.
And Cole does.
J. Cole just has some like ideas and
puts them down.
Yeah. Kendrick has a whole like whole rollout.
Yeah.
Like every song is a huge rollout.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, and he puts a lot of thought into everything. And
Mm-hmm.
if you I heard or read an interview with Kendrick where he talked about how he was signed like so long ago, and his label wanted him to make a song like Smiles and South Star or some shit like that. I don't know if you remember that song.
I don't.
You should look up that fucking song if you want to see corny shit.
Okay.
Smiles and South Star, and his label wanted like do a song like that, and he didn't want to. So he
hold on, is this TDE or Interscope? Aftermath?
probably Interscope, probably before TD.
Come on, Jimmy.
Or some shit like that. So he kind of quit rapping. he took took a
even
back
know
seat,
this. Damn.
and then when he came out again, when he had an opportunity to come out again,
Yeah.
he just did exactly what he wanted to do instead.
with
of
Top
doing
Dog and did
whatever,
Section
so.
80. Section 80 is one of my favorite albums of all time. For
It's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan era is like one of
Rigor
my
Mortis.
favorite. Rigor Mortis.
That's one of my favorite tracks of all time. High Power, Blow My High.
Yeah.
Soul back then. Oh, gee, yeah.
I used to think that ADHD was the best song of all time.
I still think ADHD is the best song of all time. It's literally one of the best songs of all time.
Yeah.
It's still like, oh man, I don't even know if iTunes still does this, but iTunes used to like count your plays, and I used to have it organized by plays. ADHD would have like literally 300 fucking spins. No lie, no exaggeration, 300. I love that song.
See?
And then hold up. So, that was amazing. And then what was the one? Was the one before that?
Kendrick?
By Kendrick. Grow Closer was on it.
Elevators
No. Elevated.
or cereal, cartoon cereal.
That was something else.
I don't know.
Whatever. Anyways, what do you think of Mac's new album? I'm nerding the fuck out right now.
I didn't listen to it fully, but it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
That's super, super tragic.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Because Wayne birthed the culture, the scissor culture. No,
No, he didn't.
who did?
DJ Screw
Thanks, Kev.
from Houston, from fucking like a long time ago.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
You know, you ever bought a chopped and screwed?
Oh, for sure.
CD?
Yeah, UGK and stuff.
That's
yeah.
named after DJ Screw, an actual guy, DJ.
Okay.
He used to record his sets,
Yeah.
record his mixtape on like a fucking 4-track
Mm-hmm.
machine, whatever, and then how the fuck would he do it? And then he would record it at a higher speed,
Yeah.
and then he'd retransfer it at the normal speed, but it would be slowed down
So
or some shit like that. Yeah. And he would do like DJ tricks, like
Crazy.
and he would slow it down like super. And that's because when you're drinking lean, everything seems slow already, but when you actually put it slow, it's like the trippiest. I've never done lean. It's like the trippiest fucking things. Like,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
it's fucking. Look up DJ Screw,
sweet.
and he died from fucking an
For real?
overdose.
Oh,
So,
damn. So Houston, Texas, or
Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Pretty sure it was Houston.
Super crazy. And then so that gave birth to Wayne, or like that culture or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to trace it.
UGK.
UGK.
Yeah.
They were on that shit.
Fuck yeah.
What?
Fucking sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some
Oh my God, you're totally right.
Scissor.
Man,
Goes long.
Bun B is just like such a godfather to me. I can't even.
Yeah.
I can't even start.
He does good interviews.
Andre
too.
3000 has a verse on James Blake. It's called "What's the Catch?" It's
Oh, dope.
It's probably my favorite. So it's my favorite verse in the last 12 months.
Fantastic.
It's unreal. You have to check it out. Travis Scott's on it. Anyways. Good stuff. But I'm trying to so it's super interesting to me to go back and hear your stuff from the 90s, like with Mad Child.
Yeah.
And like be like, damn, what is this guy, from What the Hell? When did What the Hell drop?
We were copying Farside and Souls of Mischief.
Right. That's 100%, right?
Yeah, we were 100% copying them.
But that's
We made
cool.
a weed song. They had a weed song.
Oh, you did it like that.
yeah.
I just thought you made the general style. I didn't think you copied song
Well,
by song.
Matt Child was trying to have the high voice like a couple of guys on the Far Side.
Mm-hmm.
He like went overboard with the voice, kind of like how they were.
Yeah. So how did you and Mad Child? How did that start? What's the history there?
Matt Child used to be in the Rascals a long time ago.
Yeah.
He left the group. I was rapping with my friends. Around the time where I was hanging out with going to all ages dances where Carmel was.
Shout out
And,
Carmel. Carmel's getting so many drops.
Yeah. And I was making, and then Matt Child asked me, he knew me from being around.
Yeah.
He knew I rapped. I entered some rap contests and stuff with my friends. And then he asked, do you want to do a song together? And I was like, sure. So we did a song called Young Girls.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you want to just be in a group together? I was like, sure. I was like 4 years younger than him, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like 15, 16.
Crazy.
So we started making songs. And then he he went to the Bay Area one year and met some people down there like a DJ who gave gave a couple of our songs to like a record label, and then the record label wanted us to make a demo. So we made a demo, we sent it down there, then we got signed to a record label in the Bay Area.
What was it called?
Tandem Records.
Sweet.
And it was Tandem Records. They also put out like this DJ named Cameron Paul, who's like a Bay Area legend DJ. He used to put out these like beat records. There's another artist named C-Funk, who's now called Pro Hozak. You can look him up.
Oh, yeah.
But then we got signed.
Yeah.
So we recorded half our album up here, and then we went to San Francisco.
Crazy.
And like lived in our car.
Yeah.
And lived like
wow.
Had nowhere to stay.
Yeah.
But did shows, like opened up for Alcoholics.
Damn.
Performed with Souls of Mischief.
Wow. How old were you at the time?
17.
Wow.
Maybe 17, maybe 18.
So what year is this?
93.
And that's the same year that What the Hell came out?
That's What the Hell. We were called Show and Tell.
Oh.
And our album was going to be called What the Hell.
Yeah.
And then Matt
Might
Child
as
was
well.
like, yo, let's just call our group What the Hell. Show and Tell is so lame.
Yeah.
It's like for kids.
Yeah.
Like, sure. So we called our group What the Hell.
Jesus.
And then we finished our album down there.
Yeah.
So I did all the beats.
And it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. It's on iTunes too.
Yeah. So crazy.
So then I got homesick and I
Aw.
came back home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was
Aw.
fucking 18 or whatever.
It's cool, bro.
I came back.
I'm like
and-
18 right now.
And Matt, you got like facial hair. And then Matt Child stayed down there, and like, he is who he is now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know Mad Child from Swollen,
Yeah.
and I didn't even know anything before that. And then I knew him from Swollen. Then I knew him from when he did a stint with King of the Dot, and tried to come back into the whole battle thing. And that's all the context I have on Mad Child. But he's just like this. I don't know what he is to Vancouver. Like, he was in LA for a long time, and he came back here for a long time.
He was in the Bay.
In the Bay.
He was
so
in the LA with Swollen, yeah.
Right.
That's when he did all the drugs.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He
Hollywood.
made all the money, and then he did all the drugs.
Yeah. And they came back to Vancouver.
He owned Battle Axe Records.
Yeah.
So they got a deal in the States with like a major record label.
Mm-hmm.
So did Mocha, actually. And he's the label. So he got all the money.
Crazy.
You can see that on his one video where he talks about how he just hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
He did like $1 million of drugs in 1 year.
Crazy.
He's just in his anyway. Matt Child, going back to the battling thing,
Mm-hmm.
he was in Zulu Nation because he was in Rocksteady crew. He was a
What?
Rocksteady MC,
Mad Child's in Zulu?
and he had the battle. This guy named Cutfather, who's from San Diego but lived in Seattle. He had the battle, like freestyle battle, to be in the crew. So he was a Rocksteady MC.
Damn.
So that was in the 90s, and his DJ was Zodak, who was like a graffiti artist, legendary graffiti artist.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Super crazy. So while this is all going on, what are you thinking? What are you up to during that time in Mad Child's life? I don't mean this to be a fucking podcast about Mad Child, but I'm just super interested. Like,
I came back
Yeah.
and I think I tried to go to night school or some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And I just was making like, what the fuck was I doing? This is working.
hanging out.
I was just working. I was working at Metrotown or some shit.
Shit.
Was I working at Metrotown? I fucking forget. I was dancing, still doing like trying to DJ.
Yeah.
Like DJing. Not trying. I was DJing. And then Mad Child came back after Swollen's. Mad Child came back, and that's when I was doing radio. And then Mad Child hooked up with Prev, and Prev used to be like our mortal enemy.
What?
It was crazy. Prev and Mocha were Flipout and Mad Child's mortal enemies. Like, we were supposed to like battle, and then Mad Child put Prev in his group and made a group called Swollen Members. And then Prev said, we have to battle, me and him. So then we battled. And then after we battled, Mad Child came to me and said, hey man, I remember when we were in a group, you made the beats were dope. So here's Zodak's MPC. He's gone back to LA or whatever. here's the drum machine, like make some beats. So he gave me the drum machine. I made some beats, and he didn't like any of them. But so he got me back into making beats.
Yeah.
And then I was making mixtapes, and Prev and Matt and Shane and Madchild would give me like exclusives of new Swollen songs to put on my mixtapes. That was in the 90s. So we always stayed connected. You know what I mean?
Damn. So
and Madchild would always let me hear his new shit.
Right.
There was a the when he first went solo too. He's like, "You want to hear my shit?"
Damn.
And shit, and he still gets at me.
That's super crazy. How's he doing now?
He's fucking killing it.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
I think he's about to go do a fucking world tour. Those guys were touring in the 90s. In 96, he was going to Australia. Swollen Members was big.
Damn.
They're like legends.
Swollen Members
certified.
was huge. Yeah.
Yeah. No one can ever take anything away from them.
That's crazy. What's the story with Swollen Members and Mocha?
Prev and Mocha are original partners.
Right.
Original MCs.
Yeah.
So Prev became part of Swollen.
Right.
And Mocha's like, I'm going solo.
But Mocha still did stuff.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh, let's put Mocha on a hook." Mocha did the hook for fucking Fuel Injected.
Yeah.
And then they're like, Shane Madchild was like, "You want to be in the group? Just be in the group." So he was in the group for like 2 years
Crazy.
because it bettered the group.
Yeah, no, totally, and it totally makes sense. Like Mocha is such a cool sound. I don't even Mocha.
They're called Split Sphere, I think.
Oh, what?
I think. I could be another
Him
group.
and
No, that's
Prev?
another group.
Okay.
Fuck.
All good.
Called-
It's a podcast, dude. You licensed to be wrong.
Prev 1, Mocha only.
So-
From Victoria. They're both from the island.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You're shitting me.
They're both from the island. They both grew up with Nelly Furtado. They were all in the same little crew, rapping and
way.
all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Nelly's from Victoria.
It's a super small world, man.
What?
It's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
That's where Moke gets that, I don't even know, that jazz, hip-hop, fusion. It's beautiful. He still kills today. He makes so much music. He makes so
Mocha?
much music. Yes.
Yeah, he made like 12 albums a couple of years ago in 1 year.
And he's just like, thump.
Yeah.
And people don't know. Like, I think Mocha's like totally slept on. Like 100% slept on.
Yeah, he's an underground legend.
He's such a legend. And like, I guarantee there's going to be like 2 people that are listening to this podcast and be like, oh yeah, I know Moke. And that's it.
Well,
that's ridiculous. Moke
he
is
played
so
jazz,
good.
the Jazz Fest. He played a lot of shit. He's done. You know what? He had Dilla beats.
Yeah.
He had Dilla beats on cassette. Like he.
Damn.
Yeah.
He is like, I don't know if I'm like misspeaking here, but like he's our Dilla, like in a way.
Yeah, he really is.
He really is our Dilla.
He really is.
And that's like the highest praise.
Yeah.
Like that is.
Yeah. You know what? And that's good.
That's crazy.
He'd like that too.
But
But he'd also say, I'm
me.
my Mocha.
Yeah. No, of course he will. Yeah, of course he will. Yeah, Mocha is totally legendary. That's super awesome.
And he's a Freemason.
What?
He's a Mason.
I did not know that.
Look at his Instagram.
What? I didn't even know he's on Instagram. What the hell, Moke? Okay, I'm gonna go to SoundCloud right now.
A Mason.
Yeah. Okay. Super crazy. So sidetracked. I want to ask about Virgin, because when I think of Flipout, most people know you from the Traffic Jam or the 5 o'clock. You know, this, that, and the other.
Because I've been there since 2000.
Because you've been there since it was the beat.
Since the beginning of that.
Yeah, since the beginning of that whole thing. But when I think of Flipout, I think of like the Redbull host. I think of the guy at Portside. I think of the guy that's like, makes, Save on Radio and stuff like that. I don't think of.
You don't? You
no.
do? Because it's there.
It's like weird. Like it's weird. Like everyone in the city knows you as this guy, and it gets broadcasted out every day. And but it's just, you're not a pop or a you're not a top 40 guy in my opinion.
How do you?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I am.
Are you?
What do I do every day?
I don't know. I just like you have such a breadth of knowledge where it's just like there's no way that he's doing this. I don't know. You're not a radio DJ in my mind. You're like a true essence of DJ.
I like being on the radio. I always wanted to be on the radio. I want to have my name on the radio every day.
Well, you're on the radio every day at peak hours.
Like fucking, yeah.
At literally the highest.
And I like pop music.
Yeah.
And I like DJing. If I wouldn't be still at the radio if I was just a host. If I was just announcing songs, no disrespect to any of my co-workers or anyone, but like I would not. There's no fucking way. But because I get to DJ, and I'm playing new music.
Yeah.
I like pop music. I like pop music from the 80s. I like pop music from the 70s.
Yeah.
I like pop music from the 90s, except for that bullshit like that I didn't like.
I mean,
from 2000s. Like I don't mind pop music. I like pop music.
Yeah. Shit.
And I don't have to listen to it. I listen to it as much as anyone that listens to the radio.
Yeah.
Like I don't listen to anything on my own time.
Yeah.
I preview songs to play. But I'm not bumping Dua Lipa in my car. But guess what? I know all the fucking words because I play it like 4 times in a week. And it's easy to remember. Mm-hmm. And I remember everything that I ever hear for some reason.
Because you're an encyclopedia. So you're messed up, but your wires are crossed in some weird way.
Or they're totally separate.
Totally, yeah. Integrated perfectly. So here's my beef with you.
Okay.
Every major city has a DJ Envy, a big boy or something of that nature.
Yeah.
You should be that person, but you don't have a platform. I mean, you do have a platform, but you don't have a situation where Travis Scott's in the city. You should be the fucking guy he's talking to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not?
But like, does DJ Envy play records?
I don't even know.
Yeah. Does Big Boy's just an announcer?
He's just a host.
He's a host, not just. Yeah, I'll say just. He's, he does that.
Still,
it's fine. I'm cool with it because
man.
If there was a maybe I have a friend in fucking New York, Peter Oasis. He's a guy. He's a legend. He's like a promoter. And every time I'm in New York, he's been promoting since forever.
Yeah.
He was like, just to give a little rundown, put in perspective, he gave Outkast their first New York show. He booked Outkast first, Eminem first New York show, Common first New York show.
Common first New York show?
Yeah, Common's from Chicago.
Yeah. What?
His name is Peter Oasis.
Okay.
So he's a promoter. He's been around.
Please make a note. I gotta look that up.
And so whenever I'm in New York visiting him, he's married to one of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we're like the same guy, me and Peter, kind of. So he'll introduce me as this is my boy Phil Flipout. He's Vancouver's Funkmaster Flex, and he'll say this shit all the time. And I'm like, cool. I'm not, because I'm not like on like that, but I can see whatever. But like whatever platform that is available here in Vancouver that's left, I'm still there. I'm like, it's a little platform. It's like this big.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I.e. this podcast, but yeah, for sure. It's just like this little
No,
stuff
I mean
like
not being on the radio. I mean like my little section of the 5 o'clock traffic jam. Like I'm not mad at that. The station doesn't we don't even play Travis Scott. I think it's played like after 10 o'clock or on my show.
That's crazy.
So there is no platform. If there was, then I'd be probably like,
hell yeah, it should be at the forefront of that.
A part of that.
You know, like.
So what are you mad about?
I'm mad that it's not there.
Why?
I'm mad. Like, listen, when a New York act goes through LA, they stop by the radio.
It's different though, man. This is Vancouver. We tried. The Beat 94.5 tried in 2002. It tried to be a hip hop station. They tried for fucking like 4 fucking years.
And there was no market.
There's no no. It's
but
like
hip hop is pop now.
It doesn't matter.
What?
Not here. Like there's not enough people. Like there's not enough people. Like population wise.
I'm from Hornby, man. There's so many people here. What are you talking about?
Exactly. You're from fucking Hornby. Have you been to Los Angeles?
One time, kind of.
Yeah, like there's not enough fucking people.
Damn.
And then there's not enough people that care. Like,
but we care. I care. Anyways, okay, sure.
Yeah, but then they with the 94.5 with the Beat, it started as hip hop. 100%. And then they fucking tried. Like it was super hip hop. And then they hired they got rid of like the last hip hop program director. They got a guy who was more like dance.
Yeah.
So then he started adding like more rhythmic songs to it. It's actually called Rhythmic, fucking a rhythmic station. So that's became more dance music. And then it just became a little more top 40, but still not Nickelback. And then one day, Zed 95.3 changed their format for no reason. So whoever was in charge at the beat was like, holy fuck, why did they just change their format? Let's take that format. And that's when it became 100% top 40 commercial and fucking blew, accelerated.
Yeah.
Became like we're I'll say we because I'm part of it.
Hell yeah.
We're like the number 2 station. The number 1 station is QMFM, which is the same company.
Yeah.
So the Virgin is number 2.
What's the company?
Bell Media.
Bell Media. Damn. iHeart hasn't bought you guys yet?
Yeah.
Oh.
iHeart is Bell Media.
Oh. Yeah. I was joking.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
iHeart it's the same. It's iHeart, Bell Media.
Of course it is.
CTV.
Obviously.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
And like in those days of the hip hop days of the beat, the ratings were were like near the bottom.
Damn, son.
It was tough times, man.
Could that exist today? No.
I mean, it would be. Have you listened to fucking like Hot 97 and shit?
Yeah.
It's not that cool.
No.
I'd rather hear
I
fucking.
like Ebro, though.
I'd rather hear, for example, Dua Lipa, or I'd like to hear some variety.
No,
I don't want to hear fucking a programmed commercial rap radio station. That's not the dream, man.
Okay, so what about like a Beats Radio? Like
That's dope.
That's dope, right?
Beats,
that
shit
Ebro
like that.
and Zane do.
Yeah, that's great. But even satellite radio it leaves a little bit much to be desired. Little.
Huh?
Oh fuck! I forgot how to talk.
I don't know. Fresh off the plane.
Yeah, like even satellite radio is not all the way there because they don't have to follow like a programming thing because people will just buy it if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
I like commercial radio because everything is thought out. It's programmed.
Yeah.
You're like, this song has to follow this song and this song.
Yeah.
So that no one switches the channel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's fascinates me. I like it. It's like when I'm DJing, I'm programming the night. I'm programming the people. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm gonna play next.
Yeah.
Or I have this order, I know this works.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not working, let me try something else. Like the radio's kind of the same.
I guess so.
So you don't want to hear like fucking go to Spotify, fucking go to Spotify hot fucking rap songs.
Yeah.
Listen to that fucking playlist. See how cool it is.
No, see what I'm saying is I want a person like yourself that has the knowledge and the know-how and can speak on the variety, like not just hip hop. Like I want to I like going to beats because like I might get some really dope Afro beats, or I might get some sweet shit out of Japan or the UK,
right.
And then I'm like just completely oblivious to.
That's you though. You're like that. You're that type of person.
But all I'm saying is I know for me personally what I would like is that, and then have someone that can talk to these people when they come in, because that not on a 3-minute segment CTV style, like just actually on a longer form, like a podcast. That's why we did this podcast.
Hey man, I don't know. You know anyone at Beats?
I don't know anybody.
Me neither, really.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Anyways,
I feel you, man. I have a dream. I would love to be on satellite radio. It's kind of changing a little bit because of what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
It would be cool, but like people still don't like listen to satellite radio like the way that you think they do.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So, how do you feel about radio as a whole, as a medium, as a platform?
Like it.
Do you think it's dying out a little bit?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's free.
It is free.
You know, it's free and it's local. You get to hear like.
But it's not.
And you're supposed to have. Yeah, it is. I'm here.
You are here.
Everyone at Virgin, everyone at any radio station in Vancouver.
So who's at Virgin? So it's yourself, Megan Edwards.
Megan Edwards does traffic updates.
Yeah.
And has weekends.
And then.
Why do you want to know who works there?
Are they all
Just
from
look
Vancouver?
on the website.
Okay, my bad. Sorry, bro.
What do you want to know? Why do you want to know who works there?
Like, are they really from? Like, they're actually? Because I don't. To me,
What the fuck do you mean?
They're like, it's all.
What is this? Why do you have this weird conspiracy theory?
I think
you have so much hatred
they're
for
all trying
radio.
To take us down. It's just mainstream, bro. It's big box. I hate it. No.
It is. It's fucking mainstream. It's like it's top 40 commercial mainstream. It's the top 40 songs. So it's just there. Like make the people happy.
Make the people happy. You're right, man.
Don't piss them off. Don't do anything too different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll tell you everyone who works on the radio station. It's the morning. In the morning is Johnny Staub, Holly Conway, Nira Aurora, and Amy Beeman. Yeah. And there's Chris Palliser. I think he's not there. He just moved. And then there's Remo.
Yeah.
And then there's Danae Johnson. And then Joelle Sinclair, and Megan. Yeah. And then there's me. Yeah. And there's Byron, who does fill-ins and shit.
Damn. And okay, all right, you win.
Well, I'm not trying to win. What did I win?
I don't know. But regardless, like I'm still sticking to my guns and saying that you need to, like, you should be at the forefront of when we think of you should occupy a position in our mind with the dramas, flexes, ebros.
Where would I do that?
I don't fucking know. But we got to find a way to do it. like honestly,
I'm down to do it. Kinda. I don't really like interviewing people.
No?
No.
Not even for 30 minutes?
Fuck, for 30 minutes.
Damn.
I didn't really like interviewing people for 10 minutes.
Shit.
I did a lot of that shit.
You're so good at it. What the hell?
At interviewing?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. As a consumer, yes. For sure.
Well, I don't like interviewing people I don't like I don't have any interest in.
That's oh man. Ebro gets in fights all the time. Anyways, whatever. I'm off it.
I don't know. I'm not 100%. I've done it a lot.
Yeah.
Over the time, and it's kind of cool, but it's
kind of played out.
Not played out. I just don't.
Yeah. All right. I get it. I'm still holding that and want to see that happen and think that it should, because regardless of whether you see it or not, you're a fucking asset that shouldn't go unutilized.
I would okay, let me retract that. I would like to do like a podcast where I could talk to humans and
hell yes.
And go in. Yeah, sure.
So cool. Anyways, I would listen to it.
But I would hope to get fucking paid for it at this point.
Yes.
That's kind of what I mean. That's why I'm kind of like, yeah. I did a lot of things. Like, I would love to fucking get paid by beats. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to be paid by Noisy and shit. Like, so would you, right?
Yeah, because you put in the work of 20 years.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to kind of try to start again.
I get it. No, and you shouldn't have to. It should hold weight. And
I haven't really stopped. So if a door opens, I'm ready for it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like insert flip out here.
Yeah. Sure.
It's
so
I
like that.
Fucking ready.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Good.
Sorry.
Good. Okay.
Anyways.
Keep an eye out.
I got you, man. I'm telling you. How are you bored in 2019 with the resume and the list of experiences? Because I was creeping every time you post something. You're like, oh man, I'm bored. I ain't got shit to do till Taipei. I
said I'm bored?
You said I'm bored. You're like, ask me some questions. Put the little Instagram thing up. And I was just like,
I was fucking bored, man.
I was like, how is this guy bored?
I don't have kids.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like,
do you have
sometimes I'm
girlfriend,
like,
wife?
I have a girlfriend. Yeah. But sometimes I'm like, I'm actually doing exactly the same thing I was doing 20 years ago.
Shit.
I'm not bored, but I'm
hey, man, you said, I'm just quoting. That's a quote.
Quote unquote bored, because that, you know. But I like saying I'm bored because people say only whatever the fuck, like people who are not creative are bored or something. I just like being anti everything.
But that's why I'm anti-virgin. That's why I'm anti-mumble rap.
Who's a mumble rapper? Name a mumble rapper.
Bro, I don't
name one mumble rapper.
Listen. Do you remember?
Just name one.
I don't know.
No one can name a mumble rapper. Who are they?
Who did it start with? Where's Kev when I need him? God damn it.
There are no who.
Thug?
You want to use a derogatory term for Young Thug?
No. I'm just saying that's where it started, where he was rapping, you couldn't understand understand a goddamn.
Kev, name some
That
name,
is.
Doesn't mean it didn't sound awesome.
Thug is really melodic though. Like
Name some mumble rappers. Yeah.
Who's a mumble rapper who's whack? Who like Yachty?
yeah, Roddy's pretty much the one name that comes to mind.
But Yachty doesn't even mumble. He's just more like stumbles.
Yeah, it is a weird connotation that doesn't really have a lot of like. People have problems putting someone's name in there when they do. It's just like a.
So Kev is saying that has a weird connotation and we shouldn't use that term in a derogatory sense. But remember GGN, Snoop Dogg's YouTube show? 50 Cent came on there.
Yeah, but now Snoop looks dumb because
he's working with them.
yeah, like what, like, and that flow is fine.
Yeah, you're right.
Snoop's hilarious. Like Snoop can say whatever the fuck he wants, but
Snoop gets a pass.
yeah.
Snoop totally. Anyways,
Yeah, he was just like, it was new. He was like, he wasn't with it.
he wasn't hip to it. What do you think Jazzy Jeff thinks of mumble rap? Quote air quotes.
I think he likes everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. You guys
You'd
are
have to
boys.
ask
Are you
him.
guys boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. He's
Yeah.
part of it every year. How crazy was that? Because that's part of your inspiration for starting to DJ.
Yeah, Jeff's a fucking living legend.
Literally.
Hands down legend.
Yeah.
He's like a movie star. He's Hollywood. He's a celebrity.
He's
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
He's Will
Can't
Smith
fuck
level.
with him.
Yeah.
That show was
Unfuckwittable.
that show was made by Quincy Jones. Quincy
Yeah.
Jones is his mentor. He can literally call Quincy Jones whenever he wants.
That's so crazy.
Quincy Jones, if you watch the documentary, Quincy Jones name drops him like twice in the document. I want Will and Jazzy Jeff here. I want da da da. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy, and he's super down
Chill.
with the culture and just being a DJ
Yeah.
and seeing it progress. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. Music's changed so much. What is Jazzy up to these days?
He just put out an album called M3
Oh, for
with
real?
Dane Jordan and Rhymefest,
No way.
and his son's name is Amir. He's a rapper.
Damn. What do you
He's
think
dope.
about? What do you think about that? Like P Diddy's son rapping and stuff like that.
That's cool.
King Combs.
Combs. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you with it?
Yeah,
I like it.
Why not?
Nah. Well, I mean, talent is there. Like, dude, if my dad was DJ Jazzy freaking Jeff, I would be in there all day, all day.
You seen Swiss Beats Kids
No.
and Alicia Keys Kids?
Oh my God, they're probably beautiful.
The fucking kids making beats, like real beats.
He's like 4.
He's 7, 6
7?
now, but he
Okay.
had a beat on Kendrick's Untitled.
Yeah, you're right. Playing the
fucking
MPC.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he's fucking stupid. Anyway,
Super gangster.
yeah, no, Jazzy Jeff is amazing.
Yeah.
Being around him and getting knowledge from him, and he always humors me because when I get wasted, I didn't do it to him this year. I just ask him questions from back in the day. Like I want the answers to everything.
Yeah. Because you
I'm like-
studied it.
Well, I'm just like, did Nas really write Will Smith's Miami verse? And he's
Did
like,
Nas
no.
really?
He's like,
No.
no, man, no. Like, did Rakim really have the beat for Summertime? He's like, no, man, that's the fucking whatever. And I'm like, did Mad Skills really ghostwrite hundreds of rappers? He's like, no, Mad Skills did not ghostwrite hundreds of rappers. He tells it as it is.
So those were all no's. Were there any yeses that astounded you where you're like, holy shit, this did actually happen? Or did he drop any gems on you?
Yeah, I said, I was like, yo, you should, it would have been dope if Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a cartoon, was like an animated series. Like, you know what? It was developed.
What?
It was developed, and he went to his computer and he was like trying to find like the pilot for me,
Crazy.
but he couldn't find it. So instead, he found his wedding. So I watched his wedding. It was like
Close
an hour.
second.
It was kind of a bizarre
Did
thing.
you just watch the whole thing out of respect?
100%.
Of course.
But it was dope. It was like edited really well anyway.
Yeah.
Will Smith's in it. It has music in it.
Of course.
Everybody was on weed. They were in Jamaica.
On
and
weed. I like it.
On weed.
Hell yeah.
Because they were eating shit. Like everyone was.
Yeah.
I can say this. Anyway.
Sweet, dude. So you've on weed.
On the weeds.
On the weeds. He's on the marijuana. Yeah, that's crazy. You've met so many people, DJ'd. I mean, Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
One
I
time.
know this, but please, what is the story? I don't even mean to go here, but like, what's the context with Grandmaster Flash?
What do you mean?
How you, because you met him, you opened up for him,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's literally the godfather of everything we're talking about.
He's one of the creators of hip hop.
He's the,
Yeah.
literally, yeah.
It was just a show that I got
Sorry, that's so crazy to me.
hired to.
That's just so crazy to me.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just shows that come through and you know, I get asked to open sometimes.
Man, I mean, from guys like Kanye to guys like Pharrell to guys like Jazzy Jeff.
I DJ'd for Raekwon like 3 times.
Yeah.
I was his literal
For
DJ.
guys like Raekwon.
Raekwon, that's the one.
So who of these guys, like, do you get starstruck at all? Because you
Yeah.
look so chill.
Because I'm so happy to be
You're
there.
like, oh my God. Hi, Kanye. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Damn,
It's so
son.
exciting. Super exciting. Raekwon was at the 420 Fest last year.
Damn.
And he just fucking, we're going through songs and like making the set list. I'm like making the set list with Raekwon.
Come on.
I was like, this is fucking amazing.
Fucking crazy.
It's cool. And then I had a mic on stage and I was rapping along with him to Wu-Tang songs.
What?
That guy is a fucking something crazy in his mind because he knows everyone's raps.
He's one of those.
Yeah,
That's like you with the records.
a little bit, I guess.
Kinda, yeah.
You know the song Triumph by Wu-Tang?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, it's the song with all of them on it.
Okay.
And so there's 9 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he's last. He performed Triumph. He did everyone's rap to get to his verse. I've never seen him fuck up a lyric ever.
Damn.
Like, I'm like, this guy, you know, like when it's weird, like you kind of take for granted, like you think like, oh no, Britney Spears, no talent, like whatever. But when you're actually around, because I know people that have worked with Britney Spears, when you're actually around them, you're like, oh, like she's just learning these moves easily and doing this. Like it's like Raekwon. He's like he's so dope, legendary. But it's like, oh fuck, he actually has an insane memory.
yeah.
He has the most difficult raps. And never fucks it up and knows everyone else's.
And the most legendary raps.
Yeah.
And like,
So you can see like his part of Wu-Tang. They probably he probably has that energy. Everybody wants to fucking have him around because he'll always have their back for the lyrics.
Yeah.
And he's
yeah.
always into it. And you know, anyway, it's cool to see, to meet people like that. Like, and Jeff is so amazing. Like, he's just like his presence is so chill.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like his character on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Jazz,
yeah.
is him.
That's
And
so
he's super
wild.
hilarious too. So
Dude, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air like shaped how I talk. I was super cornball in high school for sure. I would recite fucking Will's pickup lines and shit like that. Hilarious. Yeah. And you know, DJ Jazzy Jeff was such a vital part of that. And dude, like Ashley and Ashley and what the fuck? Oh my god, how am I forgetting her name? Hillary. Were like, you know how like when you're a kid you have like, you see women that like shape your definition of beautiful because you just like watch them constantly. It was on every day at 3:30. I come home from school. I swear to God, for 6 years straight, and then I'd rewatch it on Netflix.
So you
and stuff like
memorized
that.
it.
Literally,
Yeah.
for sure. And I was super cornball, whatever. So just sitting down with you, if someone who's worked with DJ Jazzy Jeff, is just fucking crazy. When I think of DJ Jazzy Jeff, I just think of the scene where he gets thrown out of the house.
Yeah.
That's like the number one thing that comes into my head, and it's just so iconic, and it's crazy. That's it's next level.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's your? I don't mean to clout chase or anything like that, but like, what or get your name drop? But like, what's your Mount Rushmore of like guys that you've worked with? I'm assuming DJ Jazzy Jeff. I don't know why is that so fucking hard to say. Is
lot.
on. It's really not. Apparently not. Is on that list of guys that you've worked with or worked for or collaborated with that you've just kind of sat back and been like,
Jeff's Jeff's the top.
Yeah.
Because he's like one of the guys that got me into hip hop.
Yeah.
It's very trippy. Then Raekwon as well.
Yeah.
Maestro, Fresh West.
Oh, no way.
Maestro's a homie.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Maestro was the originator of Canadian hip hop.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh, come on.
That's it. I don't know.
That's the Rushmore?
Kinda.
Yeah.
For who I've met and who I've like
interacted with on a
yeah. Like who I've actually like consider kind of like
a friend,
or like have with Raekwon. He's not like my friend, but
yeah, no, for sure, I totally get it. Yeah, I mean, I'm watching these videos of you on stage.
DJ Newmark.
I don't even know what.
He's cool.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm watching these videos of you on stage, you doing interviews and stuff like that, and you just seem like you're hanging out.
Yeah.
How did you like? That's a skill. That's an ability. That's like some people just freeze up when they talk to a pretty girl. You're out there talking to icons and originators of culture, and you're seemingly relaxed. How?
Actually, the start of that was because I got comfortable doing that when I had a residence. I had a weekly Tuesday night at a club in Gastown that's not there anymore. And they had a bikini contest at the end of the month. The 90s. They had a bikini contest.
Where are our bikini contests? Yeah.
So I had to host it.
Naturally.
So I remember one time the girl was wearing a bikini, I don't know, and I commented after, I was like, looks like I think her grandma crocheted that for her, because it was like a knit bikini, and everyone laughed. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I just tell some jokes.
Yeah.
But never dissed anyone, but like told some jokes. But that's where I learned how to be on the mic, because that was a tough crowd, man. Bunch of guys looking at girls in bikinis.
Yeah. That's tough. That's tough.
And I kept kind of doing it.
So what does it take to be a good host now? Whether that's DJ host, radio host. What is it like? What are the skills? I'm watching you. It's so natural. You know, there seems like there's got to be some formula or some way you approach it. You seem like you just go up there and it's all natural, just flows and it happens and it's great.
Well, with the Redbull Music 3 style, I always meet everyone before, and I give a speech, like a pep talk.
Oh, really?
And like all of like the whole world tour, I say, this is about you guys. It's about your 15 minutes, It's not about me for sure, but I'll be on stage in case anything goes wrong.
Right.
I'll be close by there.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll, blah, blah, blah. Just like, there for support kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they like really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So then I know them personally, and that puts them at ease, because they're so fucking nervous, right? And it makes me feel good that I'm helping them, because I know how it is, right?
Yeah.
So I like being helpful.
Yeah.
So I like being helpful to people watching, to explain what's happening.
Yeah. And how to deal with it.
Like I'm not out there like, look at me hosting so well. It's like, I'm trying to communicate, trying to make everything as clear as possible.
Yeah. Huh.
Right?
You have a purpose that you're trying to go out there and accomplish.
Yeah, it's like important to make things kind of clear and to yeah.
Okay.
To give the information and be a proper representation of what's happening.
Of what's
I don't want to look like a fucking dumbass. And be entertaining as well a little bit.
Yeah. No,
so that people aren't bored and people don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a good answer?
No, it totally is a good answer. Listen, that was a selfish question. Kev threw me on this podcast. He's like, we'll figure it out. And I was like, I'll figure it out. Cool.
Yeah.
Just hope I was trying to bomb for 20 episodes, but we ended up getting some guests. So
yeah, you're like getting the best out of me.
Yeah. In some way,
navigating
shape, or form.
You're DJing me.
Wow. You're DJing a guest. Hello. That's a quote. I like that a lot. I'm totally going to use that now. That's DJing fucking awesome. Yeah. You're DJing their emotions and their personalities and their stories. fucking cool. God, that's good. What's next for you? Like, where's up?
Probably have to pee really bad.
Yeah, dude, I gotta pee too. We'll wrap this up. Pretty quick here.
You want to ask that again? So there's
No, hell no.
Shitty fucking.
Hell no. Seriously though, you've hosted world tours for Redbull, one of the biggest companies in the world. You know, like you have a mainstay spot at the peak hours on one of the top radio stations.
Well, I like doing the world tour. That was my first first
Oh yeah.
tour. I really liked it.
So
I like it a lot.
So what?
I want to do that again. I want to probably try to play like more specific gigs around the world, like use my connections or whatever, people that I've met to do like more kind of cool shit. I'd like to make a movie, you know.
Oh my god, I didn't even act, the
It's
whole
fun.
acting thing.
Like to yeah,
That's a whole, like, this podcast is way too long, but like
way too long.
super too long. Super too long. I don't give a single shit though. Yeah, what movie do you want to make?
Just like a movie that's been wanting to make for a long time with my bro Zach Santiago.
You want to keep it on wraps?
No,
What's the
it's
storyline?
It's a storyline. It's about two guys who are friends who go through similar situations, tragedies, and it brings them together.
Yeah. Okay.
It's basically the story of Zach and I in real life, IRL. So,
Sweet.
So we wrote it like a long time ago, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We tried to get it made, like went really tried to get it made, like funding and all that, had a director and everything. And
Yeah.
we just haven't done it. We kind of let it go for the last 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be dope.
Sweet.
I would like to, have a show on Beats. You know what I mean?
Let's fucking make it happen. What's it called?
I'm not sure.
What's your show on Beats called?
I don't know. My show on CITR, I used to have one by myself. It was called Digestive Tracks. Terrible.
Old Phil.
Yeah. Digestive Tracks.
So, movie, more world tours, show on Beats 1.
yeah.
Sounds like a to-do list.
It'd be cool to book a couple guest stars on some shows too.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It's all possible, man. I just want to, we have talked about it with other guests here about the emergence of podcasts and stuff like that, and how there's a void in Vancouver for this. And every time when they're like, well, yeah, but who would fill it? I'm like, fucking Flipout.
Oh, you know what's crazy? My boy Peter Oasis from New York.
Yeah.
He manages like Angela Yee. He produces Brilliant Minds.
That's amazing.
So he's a podcast producer actually.
Hell yes.
So
Plug. Yeah. That's amazing.
He grew up like he loves NPR. He loves
NPR's
talk
awesome.
radio.
Yeah, the whole
So
thing
that's
is
his
amazing.
new thing.
Hell yes. That's so cool. I just think there's so much white space, and I think that I have a problem in the social media age of like people that don't necessarily deserve to be in spots are in spots, and there's people that deserve to be in spots are not in spots. And in my mind, you're one of those people, and that needs to be filled.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So
That's
you know,
cool.
and that's I don't mean to
that's cool.
build you up, but like that's just it is what it is.
I appreciate that.
And it should be addressed. And I mean, I don't have the fucking power to make it, but I can throw it out there in the universe and hope someone catches it and someone listens to it, and maybe it goes somewhere.
I appreciate it.
So in rapping,
what's happening? What? No, not that
quick
kind of
freestyle,
rapping.
quick freestyle. No. In conclusion, rather. In conclusion, because I don't even know. It's a time warp, but you started this in 93? Started the whole B-boy rapping, or was it even before that?
It was before that.
Late 80s?
Yeah.
89, 88. So, 20, 30 years, however you want to call
30.
it. Literally 30.
More than half my life.
Yeah.
Well over half.
Well
my
over
life.
half. How old are you?
44.
Right. What? Really?
Yeah. I was born in 74. I was 13 in 87. That's when I wrote my first rap.
Damn. Okay. Whoa. I was going to think about that later.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. So,
You're fucking telling me.
Jesus. Okay. So, there's been so much that's happened. What has been, there's 3 questions here. What's been your biggest mistake, your biggest success, and why did you act on both of those things? Why did you do both of those things?
My biggest mistake. So this is like an ongoing thing, or
Either
it was
one.
something that has happened.
Either one.
Our biggest mistake. I don't know, man. I don't know how. Believe it or not, there's a couple things that I think I should have stuck with, that would have put me in a better position today. Like Jay Swing and I started a magazine in '95. It was called Elements. It was at CITR. It was under Discorder. And that was the same time that Vice started. I remember Vice. And we were like hip hop, and they were kind of like a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But I always liked what they did because it was different.
I love Vice.
And we wrote our magazine. Like, I used to transcribe interviews word for word with every, you know what I'm saying? And I mean,
Yeah.
every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then we would do our reviews, and we would write them kind of slang.
Yeah.
So I wish that we kept with the magazine, because it probably could have led to something.
Yeah.
You know.
No, 100% would have. Vice is unreal.
Yeah.
Do you do any reviews or anything like that? Are you writing now?
No.
Damn, man.
Reviews I like less than even doing interviews.
Okay. Moving on. We won't go down there.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Mistakes.
So why didn't you pursue it? What?
We tried, but we were bound under the CITR.
Yeah.
They paid for everything, right? So
Gotcha.
in order, we'd have to put money in our own pocket. We didn't have any.
Didn't have money.
They were fucking broke.
Yeah. Yeah. Biggest success.
Success. Oh, also, I wish that I had started collecting records, 45s, from the very beginning, 30 years ago. Because then I would be top fucking
godlike
5 in
Yeah.
the world of record collecting.
Yeah.
But I restarted 6 years ago. I spent a lot of money, though, catch up.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
I'm okay with where I'm at, but I just, oh man, I wish that I had done it when I was a kid and
Yeah.
kept going.
Yeah.
Biggest
Biggest success, and why'd you do it?
I don't know.
I know there's a lot.
Just, I don't know, staying on the radio this long. Yeah. And
That's
being able
totally-
to adapt fucking
Through technology and
year after year to fucking, from being started as an independent station where the owners of the radio station were in the office,
yeah,
people that owned it, to
Virgin,
Virgin,
which is
yeah,
monstrous.
which Bell owns the Virgin license.
right.
Virgin doesn't own the station.
Yeah.
It's like just they own.
I
the
got
name,
it. The brand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They own the brand.
Yeah.
Like the Virgin guy,
Richard Branson.
he has nothing to do with it. He's just like, these people have my name everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that guy.
Yeah. So why'd
so-
you stay with it?
Because I like it, and it's and I never, I don't know, stuck with it. Still there. I like it. It fascinates me.
Mm-hmm.
And I went from looking at people like, holy shit, like so and so has been on Zed for 5 years. Imagine being on the radio for 5 years. Fuck. And now I've been on the radio for fucking like 15. So it's crazy. So I have this career. So I'm kind of proud that I stuck it out, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, man. That's good enough in itself. 100%. And
Kind of all right.
I think that, how much longer are you going to do it for?
I don't know. I can do it. We can keep doing radio like
Until forever.
until they kick me off.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you can't be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I look like it's hard to. I don't really have too many people I can look up to. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to continue doing it if I can.
Yeah.
Like if it fits everything.
Yeah, if it works out.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's like I work an hour a day. It's like in the middle of the day. That's the only shitty thing about it.
Yeah.
So every day, like at 3, I have to go into like, okay, I got to go to work.
Yeah.
I can't do anything between 3 and 6.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So 5 days a week, but it's only like a 3-hour window.
It's fine.
So I can go to auditions. I can pre-record the show if I can't make it.
Yeah.
For an audition, for instance.
Like if you're in Taipei.
Yeah, or that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a few. I recorded a few.
Yeah.
But Zach filled in for me.
Very cool.
No.
Very cool, man. Well, dude, I'll end with this, man. Thank you for not just coming by and swinging by. Like, we really fucking appreciate it. And we're making an emphasis on the guys in Vancouver that have been doing it, will continue to do it, and have laid the foundation for the people that are coming up underneath them.
Sure.
And it's an honor, honestly. It's a blast. You're fucking such a relaxed guy for someone that has seen the people you've seen and done the things you've done, and you've maintained this kind of, kid from Moscrop type of, type of vibe, exactly. And it's beautiful. And I know the city appreciates it, and I just wish that we could find a platform to put you behind that. And I'm going to be so stuck on that for the rest of the time until you're actually on that Beats One or whatever it may be. Right. 'Cause you can just go back and look at the mixes you've done, or the work is there. Go Google, fuck off and go Google. It's there. So thank you for that. And thank you for your time. I know that I got to take a piss, and you probably do too.
Yeah.
So it's been a good one, man. And where can they find you on social media? On where can we get at you if we're curious?
On Twitter and Instagram, it's Flipout. I just got Flipout on Instagram.
Big time. You were DJ Flipout, and now you got Flipout.
Yeah.
I had to pull a couple strings there.
Taipei.
A
few people came there.
Shout out Taipei.
Shout out. Yeah. It's the homie from Mixcloud, actually.
Oh, no way.
Met the homie from Mixcloud. I met a few homies from Discogs. So there's 2 platforms that I use nonstop. Discogs where I buy and sell some records, and Mixcloud is where I put all my mixes up.
Yeah. Beautiful.
All I need to do now is meet someone from Apple.
It's out there. It's out there. You got that voice clip.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh yeah. All right, Flipout, man. I appreciate your time. Everywhere. Thanks, guys. And that's another episode. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I know it was a super long one, but it's worth it.
You'll edit it.
Yeah. Deuces. See ya.
Peace. Thank you.